In this course, we're diving into the critical CVE 2025-32433 vulnerability found in Erlang OTP SSH. We'll start by gaining insights into this vulnerability, understanding how it affects various products, and identifying the patch solutions available. We'll also look at how exploitation techniques are applied and what mitigation practices can be implemented to protect your systems. Throughout the course, we'll explore real-world scenarios to see the potential and actual industry impacts of this vulnerability. By the end of this course, you should be well equipped to handle and respond to the challenges presented by CVE 2025-32433. Let's discuss the basics of CVE 2025-32433. This specific vulnerability is identified as a critical remote code execution or RCE issue in the Erlang OTP SSH. It presents a significant risk because it enables unauthenticated attackers to execute arbitrary code. The severity of this vulnerability is highlighted by its CVSS rating, which is 10.0, classified as critical, meaning it demands immediate attention and response to mitigate potential threats effectively. On this slide, we focus on the systems and versions impacted by the CVE 2025-32433 vulnerability. Specifically, any system utilizing Erlang OTP versions up to OTP 27.2, OT 26.210, and OT 2025-32433 is at risk. This vulnerability predominantly affects products well integrated in networking equipment and vital infrastructure, which elevates the security threat level. Due to the prevalence of these Erlang OTP versions across various platforms, especially in critical sectors, it is vital to be aware of the potential risks and take steps to mitigate them promptly if these versions are in use within your systems. In this slide, we're focusing on the exploitation details concerning a flaw in SSH protocol message handling. This vulnerability allows for pre-authentication remote code execution or RCE. Essentially, this means that attackers can potentially execute arbitrary code on the affected systems before authentication occurs, which poses a significant threat. It's worth noting that proof-of-concept scripts that illustrate this exploitation technique are available. Such scripts, while often intended for testing and educational purposes, can also be used by attackers to exploit the flaw in unpatched systems. Understanding the exploitation process is key in assessing the risk and urgency of addressing this vulnerability. To protect against exploitation of a flaw in the SSH protocol message handling, immediate action is necessary. The most effective measure is to upgrade to the patched versions of OTP 27.3.3, 26.2.5.11, and 25.32.20. If an upgrade isn't feasible right away, consider temporarily disabling the SSH server or constraining access through firewalls. These steps can serve as an interim mitigation strategy to reduce the risk of potential attacks until a full upgrade can be performed. In this slide, we'll explore the real-world impact of security vulnerabilities, particularly in sectors where Erlang OTP is widely used, such as telecommunications. The potential consequences of not addressing vulnerabilities like these can be significant. To mitigate these risks, adopting best practices is critical. This includes the routine updating of systems to ensure they are running the latest, most secure versions available. Furthermore, implementing robust firewall rules and ensuring network isolation for critical services can reinforce your organization's security posture. By adhering to these practices, you can better protect your systems from exploitation. In this slide, we're wrapping up with a conclusion and outlining the next steps to consider. We've discussed the severe implications of CVE 2025-32433 and the importance of addressing this vulnerability without delay. It's vital to prioritize patch upgrades to effectively mitigate risk. While implementing firewall rules can serve as a temporary measure, they are not a substitute for patching systems. For continued security, it's essential to stay informed through official security advisories and patches. By doing so, you can protect your systems from potential vulnerabilities by applying recommended patches and maintaining diligent system monitoring. Let's explore the references provided to enhance our understanding and response to CVE 2025-32433. First, the National Vulnerability Database (NVD) entry for CVE 2025-32433 offers comprehensive details about the vulnerability, including its potential impact and any available solutions. Next, CertNZ provides region-specific insights and recommendations related to this CVE, which can be particularly valuable for organizations operating in New Zealand. Lastly, the GitHub Security Advisory gives a community-driven perspective, detailing any coordinated efforts to address the issue. By consulting these sources and implementing the suggested patches, you can significantly mitigate the risks associated with this vulnerability. Additionally, maintaining continuous monitoring of your systems ensures that any potential vulnerabilities are identified and addressed promptly.